Webroot DNS Protection leverages advanced, award-winning threat intelligence operating at unprecedented scale to give you complete control over internet usage for your sites. Get real-time protection against malware, phishing, and ransomware attacks, and help your clients enforce acceptable use policies with unmatched accuracy and ease of use, designed specifically for the unique needs of MSPs. To activate DNS Protection, go to Settings, then DNS Protection. Here, you can start a trial, purchase products, or check your subscription status. Once DNS Protection is activated, return to Sites and turn on DNS Protection for the intended site by clicking Manage, choosing the DNS tab, and clicking the Enable button. Finally, click Save. You will also add your Active Directory domain from here. You can prevent DNS Protection from filtering internal traffic like intranet sites and Active Directory lookups by adding them to the agent bypass list. After saving these settings, you can quickly deploy the DNS Protection agent from the Groups tab. In Groups, select your site, select the system or systems to deploy to, then edit the policy. Here, you can change both the endpoint and DNS policies. You'll want to select an endpoint policy that has DNS Protection turned on, like a recommended DNS enabled. Then select your DNS policy, DNS High Protection for example. After making a change, the next time the system checks in with a console, it will automatically install the DNS Protection agent. Let's move on to the second component of DNS Protection, the network. Return to Sites and look under Network Settings. Here, you will add your network's WAN IP address and then associate a policy. DNS High Protection will be our example once again. After saving, begin forwarding DNS requests to the secure Webroot DNS cloud. Now, since we've mentioned a couple of policies already, let's discuss them and how they're configured. Open the Policies tab, and then the DNS subsection. Here, you'll see DNS High Protection and DNS Medium Protection. These default policies are not editable. To build your own custom policy, hit the Add button, name your policy, then hit Create. Now we can start making changes. Notice that some standard settings are already in place with obvious security risks checked. You'll never want to provide an actual address for these, but there are also some human resources considerations you may want to account for. Things that may not be appropriate in the workplace, for instance, like dating an adult. You may want to uncheck alcohol and tobacco on the other hand, since it could be appropriate to order a bottle of champagne for a colleague's retirement. Furthermore, there is also a questionable and legal section that covers more topics which may or may not be appropriate in the workplace. Things like social media, shopping, and other potential productivity drains are covered here. Under Entertainment, there are a couple settings to note. Streaming media, for instance, can be disabled to recoup bandwidth from activities like streaming movies or watching sports during work hours. Peer-to-peer is another category to consider, as it includes torrent websites. Not only is torrenting bandwidth intensive, it is also a significant security concern. Now that you've built your policy, hit Save. Now you can assign it either to the WAN IP address or to individual systems. At times, you may want to add specific exceptions beyond Webroot's 80 default categories, by blocking shopping but allowing Amazon.com, for example. This is done under Overrides in the Web Block Allow list, where you can specify allows or blocks for all sites or specific ones. When a user tries to access a blocked site, they are sent to a block page letting them know why they were blocked. You can tailor the block page under Web Block Page Settings by adding your own logo or branding, or other information you want conveyed to the user. In our Reports tab, you can see information about what types of sites users have been visiting and what types of sites have been blocked. To see where users have been going, for example, the top active hosts quickly shows the most common requests, whether they are blocked or allowed, and a timestamp. This will track both hostname and the username. For an overview of network use, the top requested category shows which DNS requests are coming through the network as a whole. Here you can quickly make sure individuals are using the network appropriately. Alternatively, if a client or business location provides guest Wi-Fi, you can make sure users on that network were accessing only legal and appropriate content. So you've quickly enabled DNS protection, pushed out the agent to your selected systems, and configured DNS protection for your entire network, all in just a couple of minutes. DNS Protection is an excellent way to secure your network and keep bandwidth optimal. By preventing bad requests from resolving, you're never exposed to the threat to begin with. To learn more or start your free trial, visit webroot.com/DNS Protection.